How's everything going, guys? Welcome to another reaction video here. I am Guenter. Welcome to another reaction. Today we're doing 2024's Garfield movie. So this is Chris Pratt's Garfield movie. I remember back in the day, when it comes to Garfield, I remember the TV show from the, I think it was the late 80s, early 90s. I remember that. I remember Bill Murray in the 2000s did a live action movie, and I know one of the movies had Billy Connolly in it. As a butler. Apparently they wanted John Cleese but couldn't get John Cleese, so Billy Connolly was the second choice. So today we're going to be doing the latest movie. This movie's got Chris Pratt in it. Don't get me wrong, he's a very funny guy, very charismatic man, Chris Pratt. But he's been oversaturated. He's in fucking everything. He's in Jurassic World. He's in Guardians. He's in this. He's fucking playing Mario. He played Mario in the Mario movie. Do you know what I mean? It's just shit like that. It's too much. Stop picking these fucking roles. For the other person I feel like it's very similar is Jack Black. Jack Black is in nearly everything as well. And he's basically getting oversaturated. So, yeah, and I think it is a problem. People don't realise that it is a problem. Give some young actors a chance. Give someone else a chance. So, we're gonna get on with it, guys. If you haven't already known this, but I have been streaming again. Do check my Twitch channel, guys. I'll just quickly put my schedule up for a second. That is my schedule. Today Thursday was tweaked a little bit. I streamed a little bit later, so that's the schedule. You haven't seen it. There you go. Just take it off now. So let's get on with it. The Garfield movie. Start Critic. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hey Critic, what you got there?
Well, I'm reviewing the Garfield movie today.
Bill Murray abomination.
I was about to ask, when did Heather diarrhea? But I actually watched one of Heather's Twitch streams last night. So, Heather was streaming last night. She streams my time about 6 in the evening, my time. So she streams early morning US, but streams 6 p.m. my time. So, yeah, she was Heather. She was streaming last night. If by the way, on all my nostalgia reviews, Heather's channel's in the description.
Or Chris Pratt abomination.
The obviously animated one. Chris Pratt.
Ah.
And I wanted to show what a huge Garfield fan I was by bringing this in.
What's so special about that?
When I was just 10 years old, I saved $30 of my allowance to buy this figurine. You know how much it's worth now?
20.
Some as low as 15, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What matters is this is the earliest thing I can remember saving money for.
What does that have to do with the movie?
By holding on to this, I show I not only loved Garfield back then, but I still love him now. Sure, $30 in a bank account isn't huge now,
I think any money in a bank account is huge now.
but to 10-year-old me, this was a big deal. And by keeping it all these years later, it proves I am the
I just realised I'm actually really badly distracted by the artwork in the background. There's one that says, "I have permission." It's under where his hand is.
ultimate Garfield fan.
That must be an amazing honor for someone as white as you.
It is, Malcolm. It is. And as the ultimate Garfield fan, my opinion matters most about this movie.
Well, we set our lines for the review.
Yeah, maybe Walter has a cameo for us or something.
Do I?
Do you?
No. Hello?
Hello, I'm Marixa Cruz, and I'm watching your show.
How? I'm still in the middle of making it.
You see, I'm the ultimate Garfield fan.
Look, lady, I'm sure you're very passionate, but I have a figurine from when I was 10 years old. What do you have?
34 years trying to get in the...
Jesus Christ! There's a Garfield fan, there's a fan that Doug is, Doug loves it, and you've got her who's next level. Wow!
Guinness Book of Records.
I like the fact of all critics have stared at inflatable like, what the fuck?
Oh, look at this picture. This is the very first newspaper clipping. I have over 15,000 Garfields. I got this in the mail and I didn't even know how he knew it was my 50th birthday. And he drew a Garfield for me and it says, "Hi, Marixa."
Jesus, she is a next level Garfield fan. Fucking next level. Wow, she's got some fucking really cool stuff.
I went to the Garfield cruise, the bidding. I never let go of the paddle. I just kept the paddle up and everybody would say, "Let her have it, let her have it." So I actually made this. It took me 3 years because I was sewing it by hand. I mean, I've been collecting for 43 years. I had this custom made. That's Jim Davis' best friend, Dean Young. It holds keys. These are cells. This is what got me kicked out of the Garfield Club.
She had a Garfield bong. Wow. I'm just impressed how much she's got.
These are almost all new. Do you like to see collections of watches? All of these are from Target. I have the whole Garfield.
I reckon if you're a Garfield fan, all that there, I would say it's worth about $500,000. Easy. Easy.
Little comic collection. I know nobody has this. I didn't even know his name, but I know the Jim Davis signature, so I had to have that. I have the whole football collection. This is way out there. I got this on eBay. I don't know what to say.
No, I said it's worth about $500,000. I reckon it's more like $750,000. The collection is literally, it's the world's largest Garfield collection. Wow.
Oh my god. For some people, Garfield means quite a bit to them. Well, sure, some people see him as getting too commercial over the years. There's some of us that, no matter what.
That's what I grew up with. That's what I remember, the 90s cartoon. That's what I remember.
We'll always have a soft spot for the orange butterball. Since his creation back in the 70s, Garfield has represented, let's say, a playfully gentle cynicism. He's not aggressively pessimistic like Steve Dallas in Bloom County, but he's not obnoxiously optimistic like anyone in Current Family Circus. He captures a lot of contradictions Americans see in themselves, such as working energetically hard to be fat and lazy, acting pompously above others despite being childishly immature, laughing at the pain of others while showing they still mean a lot to him. And seeing how we're coming up on 50 years of this character still being relevant, it's safe to say through all his ups and downs, he has staying power.
And then what you just seen there is a live action movie from the 2000s. Not very good. Bill Murray just phoned it in.
And much of this is, and isn't represented, in the Garfield movie. Despite being released in 2024, the Garfield movie was being talked about long before due to the surprising casting choice of Chris Pratt as the title character. And this was after another strange casting choice with him playing the lead in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. While that choice people slowly warmed up to, this one somehow managed to be even odder. From the director of...
Damn! So the director of Cats Don't Dance, Emperor's New Groove and Chicken Little. I have done 2 of those 3 on the channel. Cats Don't Dance I've done the Emperor's New Groove, I've not done Chicken Little yet. So, might have to come up to like the next couple of weeks and get the Chicken Little review done. He did. It was about 6 years ago he did it.
2 out of 3 good films. There wasn't much excitement around this movie due to the bizarre casting choice and rather generic advertising. And the audience reaction seemed to be, could have been worse. The Garfield movie could have been Garfield the movie.
Yeah.
And while I guess I agree, I will say there's things in this film that, as a Garfield fan, I thought were closer to what Garfield is than other iterations we've been getting recently. But then there's other things like Harvey Gilliam literally hired just to bark as Odie. Is he weirdly getting typecast as dumb dog sidekicks to orange cats?
Yeah.
While many choices missed the mark, some hit some real bullseyes for diehard fans, of which I thought I was a part of. Nevertheless, I still have thoughts about this flick, and I'm gonna share them with you today. So even if I'm not the most qualified.
Hey, Critic, if you're having trouble in there, you can always use the Garfield Metamucil.
Oh. Let's take a look at the Garfield movie. The film opens with Garfield ordering food on an app.
Let's see. Open the app. A double pepperoni pizza.
Supposed to be him, huh? That sure sounds like Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Chris is not putting a voice on. It's just Chris Pratt being Chris Pratt. Don't get me wrong, I think he's a great actor. My wife thinks he's fucking one of the most handsome men on the planet. But I feel... I'm going to say something controversial. As a voice actor, I think he's average. There, I said it.
I mean, come on, you should use the current voice actor, but even if you did want a celebrity, how about H. John Benjamin, Nick Offerman? That's just off the top of my head. They would match so much better while also adding their own unique spin. This Garfield voice is hugely distracting, mostly because he goes back and forth between a weak impression of Lorenzo music.
Huh? What? Who said that? Thank you, good sir. Your kindness will be rewarded.
And then randomly dropping it just to use his regular voice.
I apologize in advance. The eating you're about to see will not be pretty.
It's like if you hire me to voice Marlon Brando and I was like, I'll make him an offer he can if you ask for it. I'm Marlon Brando.
Free 1 hour click and collect available.
B&Q. You guys don't know what B&Q is? You guys have got one very similar because they're both using orange box as a logo. It's B&Q's a British version of Home Depot.
3D model. I guess I can't say it looks bad, especially compared to past versions, but it's hard to say it looks that good either. And this is surprising because a lot of the film actually captured a lot of the Jim Davis art style really well. It kind of has the vibe of that Peanuts movie that came out years ago, and in a good way. It seems to know what to add detail to and what to keep simple. It's so good that the only Garfield character that looks off is Garfield. I think part of it is they couldn't figure out how detailed to make the fur, and his yellow upper lip was never meant to match mouth movements in 2D or 3D. I know
Yeah, it just looks like he's got a yellow mustache on.
it's always how he's animated now, but it just never looked right to me. People argue it just doesn't make sense to have him use thought bubbles anymore. And that's why it's used in the avenue nobody associates with Garfield, the comic strip.
Wait here, Junior. I'll be right back.
We get a flashback to the first day Garfield met John, which, by the way, with all the baby spin-off shows in the 80s, how did this never get one? As his father said.
Yeah, Garfield babies. Yeah, I'll be honest. When Garfield looks like that is fucking adorable.
Says he'll be right back, but never returns. This causes him to look around and stumble across John in an Italian restaurant.
Growing up, that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted was a family. And I now got one, and I'm so grateful for that. I can see why John would look like that. I was like that when I was single. I was like that.
And like that, a Photoshop artist said, hey, what if John's just nuts?
You want a little more?
Not to sound like a broken record, but when Garfield's not talking, it is a lot better. John is voiced by another strange casting choice, Nicholas Hoult.
Well, that was an interesting dinner, but I can't have pets in my apartment.
Doing I don't know what kind of voice, but ironically just his regular voice would have been fine. But he finds he just can't let him go. Hey, send him down here! Fat floats! It all floats! John decides to adopt Garfield and move into a new home where he also adopts a dog named Odie. They partake in some standard but still amusing Garfield fare.
And that's why we should go from Sunday to Tuesday.
And occasionally a joke that clearly someone senile grandmother came up with and they promised to put in.
Cat.
Okay, maybe it's a bit more than occasionally. It's like a small percent of this movie stole jokes from Aristocat's Mother's Day cards. It doesn't match the rest of the humor at all. But then other jokes feel right out of the best and weirdest of the Garfield Saturday morning cartoon.
I think I was meant to be here tonight because I was meant to meet you.
I think we were meant to be.
That's what I meant to say.
You had me at the word meant.
Ah, a Canadian production.
You're such a big fucker, Philip. Terrence, why would you call me a big fucker? Let's see, you fat pigs. Oh, yeah. Fuck my head and call me a bitch. Ah! You should have mentioned Terrence and Philip now because I'm going to be quoting that now.
Even show he will take care of John as long as he doesn't know about it.
You saw nothing.
Except the product placement. Be sure you saw that.
What are we feeling like tonight? French, Italian, Chinese.
More product placements. Man, they have the market on big-eyed nostalgic animals that walk on two legs.
Oh.
Suddenly they're approached by two dogs, again really borrowing from Davis's darker imagery, who kidnap them from their home. Yeah, it's a mall. We'll assume it's closed.
Yeah.
I think this is a case of mistaken identity.
They're hung up high above the ground when another cat named Vic, voiced by Samuel L. Jackson, sneaks in to rescue them.
Hey, Junior, this is Vic, my father.
Ah, so Garfield's half black cat. Don't act like you wouldn't make that joke if you were me. We're introduced to the mastermind behind this abduction, a fiendish feline named Jinx, played by Hannah Waddingham.
Oh, I scratched and clawed my way through hard times to come here.
Hannah Waddingham. Oh, where's that name? Why does that name sound familiar? I know she's a British actress. Her name sounds familiar, and I cannot pinpoint where I recognize her name. What's she been in? Anything I've heard of? British actress. She's 51. What's she been in? Just have a look. She was in Ted Lasso. She was in the 5th season of Game of Thrones. She was in Benidorm. That's where I've probably seen her, in Benidorm. Yeah. And she's in Les Miserables. So, yeah, I thought I recognised her voice. Yeah, I just recognised her voice from someone. I couldn't pinpoint it. Is she the one that goes on Game of Thrones, goes, shame! Shame! Is it her? Might be her, actually.
Yeah.
Boy, this movie really liked its kitten flashbacks, doesn't it? She reveals she was a fallen star who Vic took in his family, but during a milk heist she got left behind. When she escaped, she spent all her time trying to track him down.
When I discovered you were his son, I had no choice but to kidnap you, to lure him here.
No, it's all part of being associated with Vic.
Yeah, you may notice Garfield kind of feels like a side character in his own movie.
Yeah.
He'll comment on stuff, but the focus clearly seems to be on Vic and Jinx, which maybe I'd be more forgiving of if his commentary was funny.
Pay back the quart of milk I lost that night.
I can do that. What he can't do is raise a child.
Just 1 quart.
Just 1 quart. Done. Done.
Every day I was in the pound.
Nice twist. Well played.
It's like somebody's in funny live tweeting suddenly became a main character. In a film where he's supposed to be the main character.
Where am I gonna find that much milk?
I suggest you go back to the place you double-crossed me.
She gives them all 3 days to get the milk from the Lactose Farm where she was abandoned. Again, lumping Garfield into the mix because there should probably be Garfield in a Garfield movie. See, shit like that is when the movie really works and feels like Garfield. And then other scenes.
That don't make sense.
Yeah.
Realizes Garfield and Odie are gone.
For Pig Latin, and pray Evanse. For gibberish, get ready to go.
What do I press to talk to a real person?
I'm just ignoring his annoying voice and admiring the Binky cameo. Oh my god, it'd be amazing if he was the one in the sewer. As our heroes hop a train to the milk farm.
We need to toughen you up. You've obviously never been in an Olive Garden that's run out of breadsticks.
Yeah, can this restaurant take the money it uses on product placement and put into creating actual good food?
Oh.
Hey, Critic, are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine, I'm not intimidated, my opinion matters less or anything.
Well, if you need a good laugh, I framed some concept art for a Garfield bathroom.
Oh, God!
That's real, baby.
Upgrade to Colgate Total for effective protection.
Colgate. And confused.com.
Come watch me play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth every Friday on Twitch.
I haven't played that yet. There's one. The only part I remember when I bought. It was what was Final Fantasy game I bought? The last time I bought a Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy. It's the one with the driving. Is it 13? No. 13's Lightning, isn't it? So it'd be 15. I bought Final Fantasy 15, but it got stolen. I bought 2 games that day. So I have 3 games. It was Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy off eBay, Mario Kart Golf, Toastal Tour, the one on GameCube, and Dying Light for Xbox. This was a few years ago. This was about 4 or 5 years ago, and all 3 copies got stolen. And I know Final Fantasy 16 just come out on PC as well. So, do want to play Final Fantasy game, but when it comes to JRPGs, my favourite series is the Tales series, the Tales of series. I own all of them on Steam except for Graces, which was a reboot that came out in February. It's the only one I've not bought yet. I'm definitely picking up though, but right now I can't, guys. I'm unemployed still. So yeah.
We also got other content during the week, so come check us out.
Yeah, as you can see, Heather streams on a Monday, 6/9. But check her actual personal channel. She's awesome.
Brother, you have to try to not have chemistry with Samuel L. Jackson. Hell, even Captain Marvel had her only good scenes with Samuel L. Jackson. But Chris Pratt as Garfield is absorbing none of that.
Now, you can't make up for 5 years of not being around.
I think I can.
In fact, you can.
Yes, I can.
You really can.
With your attitude, I can't. Ah!
He worked better off the shark that ate him in Deep Blue Sea. We get to Lactose Farms, where they plan to steal the milk, and because the story wasn't complicated enough, they actually introduce another subplot.
Is that Otto? He's one of the mascots of Lactose Farms.
The farm's mascot, a bull named Otto, played by Ving Rhames, is separated from his true love, a cow named Ethel.
A few years back, old man Lactose was forced out of business. Separated me from my Ethel.
The funny thing is, between Ving Rhames' acting and his design, I love the way he uses his broken horn as a cane. I actually do like him quite a bit.
Yeah.
But like most of the plots in this, it comes out of nowhere. We got a cat and his owner story, a father-son story, a revenge story, a heist story, and now a rescue/love story.
That's 5 storylines in one film. 5. That's too much. I think most movies, you need a maximum of 3. Anything above that makes it all convoluted.
Maybe it's a Nicholas Hoult thing. Every film he's in has got to have 80 plots going on.
Yeah.
What if we can get Ethel out? Or get you a commemorative pin? Where are we going to find a commemorative pin?
They plan to break into the farm to not only get the milk, but also save Ethel.
You are the majestic bullfrog. You are the curious and clever chipmunk. And you are roadkill.
Well, somebody got an early peek at the critic scores.
37%. Is it still 37? No, it's gone down. Because I got it up on screen. I've got it up on my phone. It says 36 on here. So it's actually gone down 1% since Critic's done this review.
Feels disrespectful.
What makes you think he's dead?
I have eyes and can see.
Their masters are playing dead.
Little Daniel Day Possum here should do Shakespeare in the park.
Possums play dead.
Oh, do they all?
You will enter the electrical room. Pop the grate. You will need to hurl your body over a 30-foot drop to a series of hand runs.
Is it wrong to say I'd rather watch a movie based on these 3 animals?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, when's the possum gonna come back to life?
Can I switch to something living, like the snail or the cricket?
Come on, we know you're building it up. Come on, come on.
You give Vic the majestic bullfrog. You give Odie the curious and clever chipmunk.
Yeah, you're already way too long. It's not gonna be a surprise at this point. Just can you speed it up?
Things aren't always what they seem.
You're right, but in this case, they are.
What's the big deal?
Really assuming we're not thinking ahead on this, huh? All right. Can't wait to be shocked by the twist.
Hey! I'm working!
Too late, too late.
Yeah.
Otto says our heroes have to be trained before they pull off this mission. Oh my god, can we just skip to the break-in already?
Toes on the line. Guard your grill. Cover your stomach.
Sounds like someone's making excuses.
Okay, some of the slapstick is damn good. As Odie continues to be more like Woodstock, being logical and resourceful than, well, Odie.
Odie, what'd you do?
He ties them together until they learn to get along, and Vic finally reveals what happened that night Garfield was abandoned. He told him to wait while he himself...
I've just seen the comic book store said Jim's comic book store, which is a reference to the creator, Jim Davis. That's actually a nice little wink and a nod there. I'm surprised Critic did not pick that up.
waited for a long time to give food. But when he returned, it looked like John already found him.
I came to knock on your door, and I'd see what a great life you had with John, so I just kept my distance.
Lord knows John wouldn't adopt another pet, so what chance does he have?
Yeah.
Jinx calls Lactose Farm security to alert them of the upcoming break-in.
Concerned citizen intent on fulfilling my civic responsibility, as well as... Meow, 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 meow.
Again, pretty good joke. But the chief of security, Marge, played by Cecily Strong, has a cat translator?
There will be an attempt to make off with one of your milk trucks tomorrow.
Okay, even for Garfield, that feels too lazy.
Yeah.
They use acorns as earpieces.
Gold Eagle the Chipmunk. Do you copy?
Okay, correction. That's too lazy. And they sneak inside.
Jiminy Davis, the perp is the cat.
Son of a Watterson, the Schultz about to hit the fan.
Oh, God!
They make their way through the world's most violent cheese factory. Odie is again way too competent for his character, and his father saves him. They're confronted by Marge, though.
Well, you're looking for these, aren't you? Never a dull moment at this dairy, is there, Margie?
So is the idea because her name is Marge, she should sound like Margie from Fargo? Why not just get Frances McDormand? Bill Murray said her husband wrote the first film. Or maybe she was too busy playing this character for the first time.
Performing on the biggest stage in the world was just...
Wix.
Sorry about this.
Vic seems to toss them at Marge and makes a run for it, causing the two of them to get caught.
Jinx, why are you here? I was bringing this to you.
Really?
That's what we agreed to, right?
He asked that like even he's trying to remember all the plots to the movie. Jinx admits this was all a ploy to get sent to the pound, but that didn't work. Yeah, I feel like there's a million easier ways that could have been done. So she decides to get her revenge another way. Meanwhile, Garfield talks about the heartbreak of his father abandoning him to another cat played by Snoop Dogg. Do I even need to point out the obvious opportunities they missed?
Yeah.
He leave job just to go...
You should have made him a dog. Should have made Snoop Dogg a dog. That would have been fucking perfect. Smoking a blunt.
See his kid. He said he wanted to check up on him.
You all fell for another one of Vic's lies, because that's what he does best.
How come my cat don't want me, man? It turns out Garfield has a collar under his double chin. All right, that's a clever joke. And this allows John to find him. Garfield discovers when he gets back home, though, that Vic found a spot to keep an eye on him for all those years. Wow.
Quite touching, to be fair.
Oh, he made a mark every time he was thankful he ditched me.
He knew that Jinx wasn't gonna let him off the hook, but if we got caught, we'd get sent to the pound, and John would come to get us.
That's why he didn't want us befriending the farm animals. They always end up taking over half the show.
We have to go save my...
Oh, sorry, skip that. Yeah, I remember Garfield and Friends. I watched that back in the day.
My dad.
Garfield decides to save Vic by looking at Jinx's plan on the wall.
Half a star for Mama Leone's?
She's a monster.
Well, it's no Olive Garden. They figure out he's gonna get tossed out of a train, so Garfield and Odie call Otto to help out.
If I don't make it back,
Tell my story.
Leave out the cannibalism. People must never know I can get that hungry. He uses a bunch of delivery drones to fight them off.
I know that fucking song. Oh, I know that tune. Top Gun.
Hearing the Top Gun theme, but comedically, is it worth the licensing fee? But the drones can
I knew it. And yeah, thanks, Critic.
only do so much.
Yeah, in case you were wondering, I do my own stunts. Me and Tom Cruise.
You know, maybe they did capture the current comic strip. Sometimes funny, most of the time lame. I will say this climax is pretty fun. A lot of the slapstick is well planned out, and sometimes it even takes a second to realize what's going on.
the net's too tight! The net is too tight. I heard.
It really is like they saved the best bits for the end, like the weird way the dogs switch sides.
I spoke with this ridiculous accent to make you feel more at home, but no more. I'm New York, loud and proud.
The way the villain does and doesn't have everything planned out.
Oh!
Even the odd visual that saves the day.
Brace yourselves!
Yeah, this resolution's a pretty good time. And after they defeat the villain, it somehow manages to get even stranger.
The package?
It is. No one will come looking for her.
I burned her paperwork.
I would love for someone clicking through channels to stumble across this scene and try to figure out what the hell is going on.
Oh, save it, Cat Fancy. The boys told me everything.
I'm just here to remind you I am an orange cat and I was not in this review.
And I'm here to remind you a talking cat with lip movements looks weird.
Otto is reunited with his love, and Vic reconnects with his son, even though he feels like he doesn't belong in this world.
I just want to say
I'm sorry. What are you sorry for?
Having more subplots than a Tolkien novel.
Well,
Yeah.
take care.
Fix seems
Yeah, even Lord of the Rings has got more subplots.
to leave, but Garfield puts together he was going to the same spot he always watched him. Almost creepy, but overall sweet.
Those notches show how much you love me. I was just counting how many slices of lasagna you ate.
I'm just keeping count how many product placements we still got coming up. Or how many desperate cat videos there are to remind you, you like cats! Please like us!
What's going on?
Alright, I gotta come clean.
You didn't even flush.
Look, I've been hiding in there because I thought I was the biggest Garfield fan, but after seeing all this, I know I'm not even close. I'm not worthy to talk about this movie. That honor should go to you.
Well, all right. I love the baby Garfield there. He is so cute. I like that relationship about the father going out of his way to protect his son, sacrifice himself to be without him. I think that was the best part. At the end, when Garfield uses John's card to order a bunch of drones, all that money spent, I don't understand. It's a cartoon, and I was just thinking, wow, all that money he spent, because it was over 1,000 drones that he ordered. I don't know why I worry about a cartoon spending money. But it was a good movie. I liked it.
Well done. You're in that right as a true Garfield fan.
Yeah, she's a massive Garfield fan, so that's her opinion. She loved the film. So, it's like me talking about what do I think to the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. Love it, love it, love it. Knuckles. But I did get some laughs out on the Knuckles series, though.
Critic, when you were a kid, you saved up for that little figurine.
Oh, Christ, you have 3?
But that was all the money you had. And you kept it all these years. In my book, that makes you just as big a fan.
Never thought of it like that. All right, but here are my thoughts. The film doesn't work, but there are more things in it that keep to the spirit of Garfield than I thought there would be. Compared to the original 2 films, it's light years beyond. The fact that it's openly animated this time and not trying to look quote-unquote realistic, and the fact that it is slapsticky and embraces not just the Jim Davis style, but also a fair amount of Easter eggs, does show there was a fair amount of effort and understanding that went into this. The majority of jokes don't land, though. There's too much story crammed into it, and several of the voices, especially Pratt's, just don't match. However, if you are a Garfield fan at heart, there will be things you enjoy about it. Now, I kind of forgot how much
Sorry, I just went on my phone. I just got the 2004 one up. I just wanted to see, did this do better or worse than the Bill Murray one? The Bill Murray one sat at 14. Yeah, 14% on Rotten Tomatoes. This has got 36.
I enjoy this art style. Even if it is adapting 2D to 3D, it still seems to understand what makes the 2D elements stand out and utilizes them. The whole thing doesn't come together, but whether you're a Garfield fan on a bigger scale or a smaller scale, chances are there's going to be at least a few moments you'll appreciate.
Yeah.
There, don't you feel better?
Yeah, I do. Thanks for that.
Come on, I'll give you a ride home in the Garfield mobile.
What is that, like an old Pinto or something?
Oh my god!
You need to get out more.
Okay, walk.
I hate Wednesdays.
Because I was meant to meet you.
I think we were meant to be.
That's what I meant to say.
You had me at the word meant.
We're still doing cameos for charity, but I'm gonna switch things up a little bit. As many of you are probably aware, I got chronic fatigue syndrome about 1.5 years ago. It's still with me, and while it's not near.
Yeah, yeah. That's where I bought my graphics card CPU from. So, right. Yeah, great video. Yeah, I just put a little like on it there, look. So, yeah, if you're a fan of Garfield, this is probably better than the Bill Murray one, because I feel like I did watch the Bill Murray one, the 2004 one, and to me, he was just phoning it in. Bill Murray just acted like he did not care, and that was the problem with the film. If he actually cared about it, I reckon it'd be a lot stronger film. But the problem is, it's just not for me. No. But like I said, I grew up with the TV series from the 90s. That's what I grew up with. And Garfield Friends as well. I watched that as well as a kid. So yeah. Let me know, guys, what you think to this review. Do you agree with what I said? I agree. I think Critic's probably on the money there. It looks better than the 2004 one anyway. I'll be back on Saturday. It will be another Nostalgia Critic review. It's the one I've been wanting to do is, I've not watched it yet, is his review that he did on Big Mama's House a few months back. That's the plan. I'm going to do Big Mama's House next. So that'll be it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, don't forget to subscribe. If you are new, do check out all the other content from me. Check out my live streams over on Twitch. I'm thinking about streaming on Twitch and Kick at the same time. I have not really used my Kick. I haven't used it in about a year and a half. So I might get that back up and running again. Stream on Twitch and Kick at the same time. As of right now, probably not, but I might do. Anyway, that'll be it. Have a good one. Peace out. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.